I'm Morgan. I'm a huge dirt biker. All right, guys, you saw the thumbnail. I can't even believe that this is a thing. Why are we even having to have a video on this? And a lot of you are probably like me, who are just like, well, we shouldn't have a video on this. But I'm doing it because there's a whole bunch of people out there, for whatever reason, who swear you shouldn't lube your chain on your dirt bike. Like, what? And then, like, obviously, the argument comes from the sealed chain guys, right? So, like, well, it's sealed. There's already lube on there. You're not doing anything, and it's really no point in it. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Fair enough. Maybe the sealed chain, let's take a look, does hold lube. I get that. That's the whole point of a sealed chain, is that it holds lube, right? We've got O-rings in here, and theoretically there's lube inside there. And there's more, anyway, whatever. There's 4 O-rings in each, anyway. Okay, yeah, I get it. When you buy a chain, it's got a whole bunch of that cosmoline in there, and that helps hold it in there. And that helps hold that in there when you ride. But here's the thing. I like to wash my bike. Pressure wash that sucker, get it clean, whatever. Now, if you do that and then you leave it, it rusts. Trust me, I know. I'm in the business. I see people do that all the time. They wash their bikes, they bring them in, you know, a week later, and the chain is like all sorts of kinky and weird and gnarly, and it's like, come on, guys. Lube your chain. Now, do I think you need to lube it all the time, like just constantly lube? No, you don't, because the sealed helps with that. But if you use this stuff that I like to use, boom, Z-Max chain lube. And no, I'm not trying to sell you this. You can just buy it online, whatever. Or any other good chain lube, like what is it, PJ1 Black Label or the Motor X off-road stuff. When you spray it on, you watch it, just watch it. You spray it on, you'll see it foam up, and then it goes zoop, and sucks down into the chain. It goes inside those O-rings. Those O-rings are not sealed like the O-ring on the space shuttle, right? Well, of course, that didn't work out too well for them either. But if you leave a chain on a bike for more than, you know, a few hours, it's going to be broken down. The O-rings aren't going to last forever. There will not be enough lube in there. And then on top of all that, they rust. If you ride through any mud, any rivers, any lakes, any rain, whatever, your chain is going to rust if you don't lube it. So, this is a super short video. It drives me nuts to think that there are people out there who say you shouldn't lube your chain. It's absolutely crazy. Sealed, not sealed, lube the crap out of your chain. And honestly, what's the worst? What's the worst that happens if you over lube your chain? Come on, tell me, what's the worst? Yeah, okay, most of you said, well, it just gets on. Really? That's what you're worried about, is that you get some chain lube on stuff? It's a dirt bike. It's not supposed to look pretty all the time. You're actually supposed to ride it, get it dirty, crash it, pick it back up, go. But look at this. The finish on this cover's coming off. The pipe's dented. It's got this stupid pipe guard on it. We'll talk about that later, too, because I hate pipe guards, but we're running one. Yeah, we got scratches on the plastic. It's hammered. Who cares if you get some chain lube on stuff if it makes it last longer? Quick note. My chains, I use good chains. I use either the Pro Taper X-Ring chain. It's about $100, a little over now. Or I use the DIRTBIKES. That's my fancy chain. If I want to go fancy with chains, I go with that one. And they all last at least a whole season. And for me, a whole season's about 150 hours per bike. That's a lot of riding. And I basically adjust the chain. I put it on, ride it, gets it warm, mushes out all that cosmoline from inside those O-rings. Then I clean it, re-lube it, adjust it. And that's about the only time I adjust it until I take it off. So, yeah. Please, just lube your chain. I don't know. You guys are ridiculous.